Hi everyone, my name's Tom. Thanks for joining me. Today is a quick 20-minute, just a nice flow to break up your day a little bit. If you're working from home or at the office, just need something to get some movement into your day. This is perfect. You don't need any props. I suggest having a yoga mat. If you don't have a mat, that's fine. Have a towel, have a blanket, just create a little bit of space for you. Even the carpet is cool, that's great. And you don't need to be advanced, you don't need to be experienced. You can do this for your first time and you're totally gonna understand what's going on. You're gonna feel great at the end of this 20 minutes. So let's get started on all fours. Just in a simple tabletop position with the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. So feet about hip width apart, hands about shoulder width apart. And as you inhale, you can even close your eyes to begin with. Just start to drop your belly to the floor, pull your heart through between your arms, and lift your chin away from your chest, kind of like you're looking forward, maybe slightly up to the ceiling. And exhale, keep pressing the mat away, lift your upper back to the ceiling, draw the belly in towards your spine, and just slightly sit back towards your heels. So you get a nice stretch into the upper back. Now inhale, pull yourself forward, heart comes through between your arms, lift your chin, drop the belly to the floor, nice stretch of the front body. And exhale, press the mat away, get the reverse stretch into the back body. Feels wonderful, feels great. And you might feel some heat starting to build within the body. You might feel the breath becoming more open. You might just feel really good and just feel all sorts of sensations starting to release from the body, especially as we've been sitting or maybe working for a couple of hours straight. This is a really nice chance just to break things open. Let's take 2 more rounds. Inhale, come forward, pull the heart through between your arms, lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, press the mat away, chin to the chest, that's it. Draw into the lower belly. Inhale one more time, really, as if you're pulling the mat towards you, lift the chin, lift the chest, and exhale, press the mat away, lift the upper back, nice stretch into the back body, sit back towards your heels. Inhale, come forward. Now, take your hands a little bit further in front of you, about shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Keep them about hip width apart. You can just feel it, yeah, that hip width. Now, lift your knees, lift your hips, swing them up and back. You're gonna press into your hands for a downward facing dog. It might feel a little bit awkward at first, but bend your knees and just start to take this dog for a walk. So you bend your knees, you move your hips from side to side, and turn your chest, turn your shoulders, turn your head with it. As if a dog is just gracefully walking on a treadmill. Just a nice Sunday walk. Think like a great day. You know, it's just out for a nice, easy walk. And it's just casually moving one side of the body to the other. The same thing. Stretch the side body. Deepen your breath. It's a nice opportunity to let things go, let the breath go, even get a little bit vocal with the breath. There you go. And come back to a neutral position. Really press into the hands. Let's inhale, drop your knees to the floor and pull your heart forward, just like we did in the beginning. Pull the heart forward between your arms, lift your chest. Now exhale, bring the tops of the feet flat to the mat and sit back into a child's pose. But not for too long. Let's inhale, come back onto all fours, shoulders over your wrists. You might even bring your hips a little bit more forward. Exhale, swing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop your knees to the floor, just like we did. Pull the heart forward between your arms, lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up to all fours. Tuck your toes underneath, swing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees to the floor. One more round, here we go. Pull the chest through between your arms. Exhale to sit back onto your heels, child pose. Yes, inhale, come forward, shoulders over your wrists, tuck your toes underneath. Swing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
come up high onto your tippy toes. Lift your heels as high as you can. And you can keep your knees bent here, or just start to press into the toes. Try to lift your hips up a little bit higher, which will naturally straighten your legs. Pull the hips up and back, and then look forward between your hands and just take as many steps as you need to come to the top of the mat or towards the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. Soften your knees and legs and just fold your chest and thighs over your belly, over your legs. What did I say? Fold your chest and belly over your thighs. Release your head and neck. Just move it from side to side. Give it a little sway. And let's inhale. You're going to press into your feet. Bend your knees a little bit. Now take your hands onto your shins or just below your knees. Pull your heart forward. Lift your chest. Shoulders back. Yes, you're in a halfway lift. Kind of an upside down letter L. And then release your hands to the floor. Swing your legs back. Step back into a downward facing dog. Let's inhale. Take your knees to the floor. Pull your heart forward into a cow pose. Just like the beginning, exhale, sit back into a child's pose. Inhale, come up, shoulders over your wrist, tuck your toes under. Swing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, drop your knees to the floor, pull your heart forward, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, sit back to your heels, child's pose. Good. Inhale, come forward, shoulders over your wrist, pull your heart through. Tuck your toes underneath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. I'd like you to come down with your knees to the floor. And we're going to start with the left leg back. So with your hands down to begin with, take your left leg back nice and straight. So you're high up onto your toes. Reach back to your heel. And even as you exhale, lean back into your toes and then lean forward into your wrists. So you lean back and then rock forward. Rock back, rock forward. That's it. Exhale, inhale. Or the opposite way. Inhale, exhale. Back, forward, inhale, exhale, or exhale, inhale. Now, as you rock back, I want you to pivot your foot to the floor so it's nice and flat. Just pivot your bottom knee. So you're going to swing your foot and toes out to the side off of your mat or your towel. Come into your right hand, lift your left hand away. It's going to go straight up to the ceiling. Nice straight line between your arms and your shoulders. You're going to turn your head and neck as well. Press into your bottom hand as you reach to your top. Inhale. Exhale. Turn your chest and shoulders a little bit more parallel to the side wall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press into your bottom hand. Turn your chest and turn your shoulder. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. The head doesn't need to turn too much. It's really just in the same rotation, coming into the same alignment as the rest of your spine a little bit. Exhale. Breathe in. And then look down to the floor, release your top hand, come back to all fours. We'll just do one round of the cat-cow. Inhale, pull your heart through. And exhale, sit back, and lift your upper spine and stretch. Inhale, come forward. Tuck your toes underneath and swing the hips back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Now we're going to come to the other side, so take your knees back down to the earth. That's it. You're going to take your right leg behind you, so reach out with your heel, and as you exhale, rock back and rock forward. Rock back, rock forward. So you're up onto your toes with both feet. Back and forward. It can be an inhale or exhale. Inhale or exhale. Back and forward. One more time. Back and forward. Now as you rock back and you keep your left hand planted to the floor, right hand comes down, right foot, right heel. Pivot onto your left knee. It's just going to spin open your toes, your foot out to the side. So you're in this supported side plank pose and right arm comes up to the ceiling. arms in one line, hands in one line, perpendicular to the floor. And then just gently turn your head and neck, look up to the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale, give a little squeeze into the buttocks, but maintain it so nice and firm. The right leg is firm. Exhale. A couple more breaths. Really press into the bottom hand. So you lengthen into the right side body, all the way down to your right heel. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn the chest, turn the shoulders a little bit more parallel to the side wall. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, good. Look down to the floor. Release your top hands. You're back onto all fours. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And we're gonna go straight into it. Swing the legs, swing the hips back and up, downward facing dog. So little bend to the knees, a little lift to the heels. Nice. Couple breaths. Head below the heart just helps increase circulation. You might feel a little bit of heat. Just a really nice opportunity to deepen your breath. Now take your knees back down to the earth. Very nice. We're going to do the same thing here. So you're going to take your left leg back to begin with. Nice. I want you just to rock back and rock forward, shoulders over your wrist. Rock back and rock forward. Just keep doing that. So, this is not going to be easy. Of course, take any modifications you need. Take your time getting into this next exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to keep the left leg straight, nice and strong, and we're going to swing the right leg back and up towards the ceiling. We call this a three-legged dog position. Now, it's a wonderful pose because it lengthens the right leg, it brings even more circulation to the upper body, and it helps improve our strength and flexibility of the legs. So, keep the left leg nice and firm. We're going to inhale, lift the right knee away from the floor. The right leg comes back and up to the ceiling, nice and long through that right leg. And then exhale, take the knee back down to the floor, just where it was. That's right. Come forward, shoulders over your wrist. Inhale, right leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee down to the floor. Come forward, shoulders over your wrist. That's it. Right leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, come down, knee to the floor, shoulders over the wrist. That's it. One more time. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to the floor, shoulders over your wrist. Now step your left foot through between your hands. Left foot through. That's it. So the left knee comes over the ankle. Take your right knee back a little bit more. Just caterpillar it back a little bit. Come up onto your fingertips. That's it. Pull yourself forward so your heart's coming forward. You're kind of in this sprinter's lunge, or this low sprinter's lunge. And the belly is nice and active. Tuck your back toes underneath and lift the back knee. Bend your front knee. That's it. Bring your hips down, bring your spine down, engage into your belly. Pull your shoulders back, head forward. Exhale, reach through the back foot. Keep this thigh, the back thigh, nice and firm. Engage and active. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Drop your back knee to the floor. Untuck your toes. We're going to take your hands to your front thigh. Come up. Use your leverage, use your balance here, and see if you can bring your hips down, shoulders over your pelvis, hands into the waist. Exhale, really sink into the front knee. Now inhale, swing your arms up and take the opposite elbows. So you're going to open your elbows back, pull your heart forward, lift your chin, a slight back bend, but really drive the back knee to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Inhale. One more time. Exhale fully. And release your hands to the earth. You're going to tuck your back toes underneath, lift the knee, and step back downward facing dog. Nice one, that's not easy. Inhale, drop your knees, pull your heart forward between your arms. Exhale, sit back to child's pose. Straight into it, inhale, back up to all fours, shoulders over your wrists. Swing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're gonna come into the other side. So you breathe in, take your left knee to the floor, right leg comes back. Rock back, rock forward. Rock back, rock forward. Back, forward, back, forward. That's it. Inhale, exhale, or exhale, inhale. Now we're gonna lift the left leg to the ceiling. Keep the right leg nice and strong. You can always take modifications. You can take your time. Even coming onto all fours and just raising your left leg is totally fine. That's it. You get the same benefits here. It's the same thing. Rock back, rock forward, rock back. Now here we go. Press into your hands. Left leg lifts up nice and high to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee comes down to the floor, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, left knee to the floor, shoulders over your wrists. That's it. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, forward, left knee down, shoulders over your wrists. Let's go one more time. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the floor, and step your right foot through between your hands. Nice one. Take your left knee back a little bit more. So right knee comes right over the ankle. Come up onto your fingertips. And then lift the back knee away. Bend into the front knee. That's it. Try to come up onto your fingertips as if you're just trying to lift your hands away from the floor. So you're a little bit leaning into your front leg, but you're more using your leg strength to support you here. Belly draws in and up. Shoulders draw back as the head lengthens out in front of you. Lengthens out of the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. One more time. You can really feel that hamstring, that thigh starting to burn. Can you? Working nice and hard. Stay with it. As you exhale, drop the back knee to the floor. That's it. Untuck the toes. Use your hands for leverage. Come up, shoulders over your hips. Exhale, hands to the waist. So you can drive through the hips a little bit, drive through the back knee, bend into the front legs. You get right into the thigh, right into the front of the hip. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take the opposite elbows the other way. So the other forearm comes to the front. And open the elbows back. Lift the chest up. Exhale here, nice back bend. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Good, and release your hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes underneath. You're going to lift the back knee. Press into the palms, and the right foot's going to step back to downward facing dog. We got a couple rounds just like the beginning. Inhale, drop your knees, pull your heart forward. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, come up, shoulders over your wrists. Swing the hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, drop your knees, pull the heart forward. Exhale, sit back to child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Swing the hips up and back, down dog. Come high up onto your tippy toes. Take your knees to the floor, cross the ankles behind you, and you're going to come into a seated forward bend. So legs straight out in front of you. Bend your knees as much as you need. If you're a little bit tighter in the hamstrings, maybe the lower back as well, because these are very related to each other. Stiffness in the lower back, probably because you're stiffer in the hamstrings, totally fine. Bend your knees. Lift your chest up. Even move from one side to the other just to get a little bit more into the pelvis and the sit bones. Now inhale, swing your arms up. And exhale, release and fold over your legs. Release your head and neck. Very slowly start to come up. We're going to lie down onto our backs, take the knees into the chest, just a final little movement here. Rock side to side, knees towards your armpits. And then go ahead and release your arms and legs out. This is the most important part here. We call this Shavasana. Resting pose. Place where we re-energize and recuperate. I urge you just to stay for a few minutes. Really allow the benefits here of your practice to sink in today. So thank you for joining. Again, my name is Tom. Wonderful day, and I'll see you